The sensational claim that Prince Harry was kicked off the British daytime talk show Loose Women following a fiery clash with panelist Denise Welch has circulated widely in recent months, primarily through YouTube videos, TikTok clips, and social media posts dated from late 2025 into early 2026. These sources describe a supposed live appearance where Harry, perhaps promoting his ongoing work with mental health initiatives, the Invictus Games, or his memoir Spare, found himself in a heated exchange with Welch, a longtime Loose Women regular known for her outspoken views on celebrities, royal family matters, and personal struggles like mental health and media intrusion. In the dramatized narratives, the conversation allegedly escalated when Welch pressed Harry on topics such as his departure from royal duties, his criticisms of the British press and family, or his marriage to Meghan Markle, leading to sharp retorts, raised voices, audience gasps, and ultimately producers intervening to remove him from the set mid-broadcast. Such stories portray Welch as confrontational, perhaps accusing Harry of hypocrisy or seeking attention, while Harry defends his choices passionately, resulting in a dramatic walk-off or forced exit that shocks viewers and sparks immediate online backlash. However, no credible mainstream news outlets like ITV's official channels, BBC, The Guardian, or even tabloids such as The Sun or Daily Mail have reported any actual incident of Prince Harry appearing on Loose Women in this manner, let alone being ejected. Past Loose Women discussions involving Harry have been panel debates about his book, court cases against tabloids, or general royal commentary, where Welch has sometimes defended him or shared related personal experiences, such as her own phone hacking ordeal that paralleled Harry's legal battles against Mirror Group newspapers. The title appears to stem from clickbait content creators who fabricate or exaggerate celebrity drama for views, similar to recurring false stories about other guests storming off the show. This pattern of misinformation thrives on polarizing opinions about the Sussexes, blending real elements like Welch's occasional supportive comments toward Harry and Meghan in interviews elsewhere with invented high-stakes conflict to generate engagement. In one popular version of the tale pushed across platforms, the segment begins innocently enough with the Loose Women hosts welcoming Prince Harry warmly to discuss his charitable endeavors and advocacy for veterans, but tensions rise almost immediately when Denise Welch, seated prominently, shifts the tone by questioning the authenticity of his public persona post-royal exit. She reportedly challenges him on whether his constant media engagements contradict his desire for privacy, drawing parallels to Meghan's own experiences and implying that the couple courts publicity selectively. Harry, caught off guard, responds firmly by reiterating the threats he and his family have faced from the press, citing specific incidents of harassment and the need to protect his children, which only fuels the back and forth. The exchange grows more intense as Welch pushes back, suggesting that his actions have alienated the British public and questioning if he regrets certain revelations in his book that painted the royal family in a negative light. Supporters in the audience cheer Harry's points, while others murmur in disagreement, creating a charged atmosphere that the other panelists struggle to moderate. As voices rise, Harry allegedly stands his ground, accusing the media landscape including shows like Loose Women of perpetuating the very scrutiny he fled, prompting Welch to retort sharply about responsibility and accountability on both sides. The clip descriptions claim this leads to producers cutting to commercial prematurely, with Harry escorted off stage amid stunned silence, later fueling headlines about a fiery clash that exposed deep divisions over the monarchy's future and celebrity accountability in the modern age. Building on the drama, many retellings emphasize the personal stakes for both parties, noting Denise Welch's history of openly discussing her battles with depression, addiction, and media intrusion, which she has linked to broader conversations about mental health that Harry champions through his work. In the fabricated scenario, this shared ground ironically becomes the flashpoint. Welch might praise Harry's openness initially but then pivot to critique how his high-profile complaints overshadow others' struggles or exploit sympathy for personal gain. Harry, in turn, could highlight how systemic press abuse affects not just royals but everyday people, using examples from his legal victories to underscore the point. The argument spirals as Welch accuses him of being out of touch with ordinary British life since moving to California, while Harry counters that true empathy requires acknowledging institutional failures rather than dismissing critics as disloyal. The studio audience's reactions amplify the tension, with applause breaking out sporadically, and co-hosts attempting interventions that fail to de-escalate. According to these viral accounts, the breaking point arrives when Harry refuses to back down on a pointed question about family reconciliation, declaring that trust has been irreparably broken due to past betrayals, leading Welch to label his stance as unforgiving or self-serving. This culminates in the dramatic moment where security or production staff step in, signaling the end of the interview, and Harry exits with a parting comment about speaking truth to power regardless of consequences. The aftermath portrayed in these videos often includes exaggerated public reaction, with social media exploding in divided camps, some praising Harry for standing up to what they see as biased questioning from a mainstream British show, others siding with Welch for holding a privileged figure accountable without deference. Comment sections fill with calls for boycotts of loose women, demands for apologies from ITV, or defenses of Welch's right to challenge guests robustly. The narrative frames the incident as a rare unfiltered moment exposing royal media tensions, with Harry's removal symbolizing how even daytime television won't tolerate perceived attacks on the establishment. Clips zoom in on facial expressions of Harry's frustration, Welch's intensity looped with dramatic music to heighten the sense of scandal. Some versions even speculate on behind-the-scenes fallout, like producers regretting the booking or Welch facing internal backlash for derailing the segment. Yet these details remain unsubstantiated, relying on anonymous insider quotes or pure conjecture, as no footage from an actual broadcast exists beyond edited montages or AI-generated reenactments common in such content farms. The story taps into ongoing fascination with the Sussexes saga, where every rumor gains traction amid real events like Harry's security battles or public appearances. Delving deeper into the appeal of such tales, they reflect broader cultural divides over Prince Harry's journey from royal insider to independent advocate, with loose women serving as a proxy for mainstream British sentiment that often views him critically. Denise Welch, as a relatable northern voice with her own history of tabloid scrutiny, becomes the stand-in for those who feel Harry lectures from afar without fully understanding UK perspectives. In imagined dialogues, her questions cut to core grievances. Has he profited from family secrets? Does his activism mask personal vendettas? Harry's responses, scripted as principled and emotional, resonate with supporters who see him as a whistleblower against outdated institutions. The kicked-off element adds theatrical flair, evoking classic talk show meltdowns, making the story shareable and emotionally charged. It also mirrors real loose women moments, like past heated panels on Harry's memoir where Welch clashed with co-stars over his allegations, or heard defenses of Meghan elsewhere, twisted here into direct confrontation. This blend of fact and fiction sustains the viral cycle, where truth matters less than the rush of perceived drama in an era of fragmented media consumption. Ultimately, while the title promises explosive controversy, the incident appears to be entirely fabricated entertainment designed to exploit interest in royal scandals and daytime TV confrontations. No verifiable evidence places Prince Harry as a guest on Loose Women in a live clash with Denise Welch, resulting in his removal, especially in the 2025 to 2026 time frame when such stories proliferated online. Instead, it joins a long list of sensationalized YouTube and TikTok narratives about celebrities storming off shows, often recycled with different names for fresh clicks. Real interactions between Welch and Harry-related topics have been supportive or debate-focused among panelists, not adversarial guest host showdowns. Viewers drawn to the title might find disappointment in the lack of substance, but the persistence of these stories underscores enduring public curiosity about the Sussexes, the British press, and how media personalities navigate fame's complexities in a polarized world.